10 years ago now, Jim Carrey showed up to Jimmy Kimmel Live and confused and shocked the world. He was there to promote his upcoming movie that was set to come out called Dumb and Dumber 2. He showed up and instantly began doing this hand gesture while sticking his tongue out. When Kimmel asked Carrey why he was doing that, he responded, "Like you don't know what it means." Carrey then tells the crowd that he was there to blow the lid off of it and be the whistleblower, stating that it was the secret symbol of the Illuminati. When people saw this, they were quite confused. They didn't know if it was a joke or if Carrey was actually being serious. While most people looked at it like some silly skit, others truly felt that Jim Carrey was trying to expose the truth live on national television. Still to this day, people in the truth community think Jim Carrey is against the powers that be. But is this the truth? Well, I'm here to tell you Jim Carrey wasn't exposing the Illuminati. He was mocking people who believed in it. In fact, Jim Carrey has been hiding the truth about the most powerful secret societies right in the open. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about Jim Carrey revealing the secret knowledge of the secret societies. But before we begin, I just wanted to let you guys know that I started posting 2 videos daily. I want to thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. Many people think Jim Carrey is against the powers that be. They believe that this appearance on the Jimmy Kimmel Show was Carrey attacking the elite, calling them out and exposing them. But was it really? If you pay close attention to the video, you will instantly notice Jim Carrey was trolling and mocking those in the truth community. He showed up doing the all-seeing eye hand gesture while sticking his tongue out of the middle of it. He also called it the Order of the Illuminati, not the Illuminati.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
Oh, no.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it. Secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it for years now. Talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcom have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, when they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things. And
as you saw for yourself, this skit was clearly meant to appear as a troll. If you pay attention when he said Illuminati, you realize he's not saying Illuminati, but the word Illuminati. He's really saying nutty, as in nutty people or crazy conspiracy theorists. The whole thing was Jim Carrey mocking and trolling those in the truth-seeking community, and I would 100% prove that today. First, which is extremely ironic, Jim Carrey did this inside of an actual Masonic lodge. For those who don't know, the Jimmy Kimmel Live show was filmed inside of a Masonic lodge. Before this building was known as the headquarters for the Jimmy Kimmel Live show, it was actually known as the Great Masonic Lodge of Hollywood. To this day, it is used for Masonic meetings. It's a location where many occult rituals take place. This Masonic lodge is located across the street of the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which is quite interesting if you think about it. Eventually, Disney bought this Masonic lodge and decided to put the Jimmy Kimmel Live show there, which they own. This wasn't by coincidence either, as Disney is a Masonic created company. Walt Disney, the founder of Disney, was a member of the Masonic youth organization group called the Demole, a youth program that is sponsored and operated by Freemasons. Basically Freemasonry for children. It's why Disney heavily focuses on shows and movies about the occult and witchcraft. It's also why Walt added Club 33 in Disney, which was a secret club for prestigious members. He added Club 33 as a reference to the 33rd degree in Masonry, which is the highest degree in the Scottish Rite Path of Masonry. Interestingly enough, just like Club 33 is by invite only, so is the 33rd degree. Disney decided to make this Masonic lodge the venue where they would shoot this live talk show. Think about it. All these people walk into this lodge not knowing they're entering a place where Masons are actively doing rituals. As the fans are watching, they have no idea that they're inside of the very building Masons are engaging in occult practices. This is done purposely, as those in the occult love to harvest energy. Occultists believe in a ritual called energy harvesting. which requires them to have a group of people participating in the ritual to harvest their energy. That's why many concerts around the world are held inside of Masonic lodges, because in reality, they're just rituals. Jimmy Kimmel is a Freemason, and his show is filmed inside of a Masonic lodge. Carrey wasn't lying when he said Kimmel knew exactly what he was doing, because both of them are Freemasons. So really think about it. Carrey was inside of a real Masonic lodge, mocking those in the truth community. He wasn't trying to call them out in any way, because he himself is a part of it. Even Carrey said he knows when he said Jimmy Kimmel knows. They both know the truth about this world. Many people saw Carrey do this and automatically assumed he's a part of the truth-seeking community, when in fact, it's the opposite, and he's an occultist. People point to the fact that Jim Carrey claims he's a Christian, so he must be on our side. Well, there is a sinister reason behind why he claims to be a Christian, and once I reveal this to you, you will never see Carrey the same again. When Carrey claims to be a Christian, he isn't referring to being a Christian like you and me. He's referring to being a Gnostic Christian, which is completely different. Carrey basically openly admitted to being a Gnostic on an interview. Last month, I did a video on my Patreon revealing the most guarded secret of Masonry, the secret of the 33rd degree. While I was doing research for that video, I found this clip of Jim Carrey breaking down everything I had uncovered while researching for months. In the video, Carrey wasn't denouncing this occult practice, he was praising it and explaining it. Now unfortunately, I can't go too deep into the secret of the 33rd degree here on YouTube due to the guidelines, but for those that are interested in a more in-depth explanation about the secret of the 33rd degree, head over to my Patreon and watch my exclusive video on the secret of the 33rd degree. You can find this video under the collections tab under my Patreon exclusive collection. For those that don't have Patreon or don't want to become a member, I will explain what I can on here, but you can also watch this YouTube video after this one where I explain what Gnosticism is. Jim Carrey is a Christian Gnostic, not a traditional Christian. If you want to know what's the difference, simply put, Gnostics believe God is evil and Lucifer is good. They also believe that Jesus isn't God, but a messenger utilized by God. With the most controversial thing the Gnostics believe is that Jesus didn't come to earth to die for our sins. Instead, they believe he came down to show man how to transcend and become God. The Gnostics believe that man has to become Christ, not follow him. The Freemasons are heavily rooted in Gnosticism. They adopted many of their teachings for themselves. Now, the way the Gnostics believe they become Christ is through harnessing sexual energy using a practice called sex magic. This is actually a part of the secret of the 33rd degree. And if you saw my Patreon video, you already know. The secret of the 33rd degree is how exactly to use sex magic to become enlightened. Now, the reason the Scottish Rite Masonry goes up to the 33rd degree is because of this very ritual. The human spine, also known as the vertebral column, is comprised of 33 vertebrae. The 33rd degree refers to the 33 vertebrae and learning how to redirect sexual energy from your brain down to your midsection and back to your brain. Now, as insane as this sounds, Jim Carrey actually revealed the secret of the 33rd degree on this podcast, and no one even realized it. In this video, Jim Carrey explains the process of the great work, how these occultists use sex magic to become God. He explains the entire process in a nonchalant way that went over most people's heads.
About alchemical sexual alchemy. Do you know that the story Jesus, how it's been altered in certain ways? I mean, yes, there was a guy, yes, there was teachings, all that stuff, but there's 33 vertebrae in your spine. There's 33 years in the life of Jesus. Okay, there is a substance or liquid or a substance that comes from your medulla, which is basically completely looks like the Ark of the Covenant. Has angel's wings around it, the whole thing. The medulla is shaped.
Now, is this what?
So this substance comes from your medulla, makes the trip down your spine to your sacrum, which is Christ coming down into human form. And if you don't squander that essence, that sexual essence, it ascends again and goes back up to heaven, which is your thing. It's also the story of Santa Claus. What comes down the chimney is because this juice or this whatever substance actually passes what's called the claustrum, was where they got Santa Claus. So it goes down the chimney and back up.
So you believe without a doubt, if Jesus had existed and that he was a sexual being?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
I think he probably saved it, so that he could be clear, so that he could be sharp,
I forgot what we were talking about.
We're talking about sexual alchemy.
Yeah, sexual alchemy.
What Gnosticism is really about? Gnosticism is really about
I was telling you about running around the 800 meters.
Okay.
And if this has anything to do,
Gnosticism,
if I could,
I'll jump
because
in.
I have trouble relating this sexual alchemy.
As you heard for yourself, Jim Carrey hid the truth in plain sight. He told the masses in a basic understanding way what the secret of the 33rd degree was, basically also admitting to us that he practices this form of occult beliefs. Now, it's important that he brought up Jesus' death at 33 and the human spine having 33 vertebrae. Now that we know Jim Carrey is an occultist Gnostic, the clip of him at Jimmy Kimmel doing the triangle symbol has to be seen in a different light. See, this symbol Jim Carrey was doing is actually done in many occult religions, specifically Freemason and Thelema. See, Thelema is an occult religion that heavily focuses on sex magic. This symbol that Jim Carrey is doing is actually done during the middle of the Gnostic Mass ritual. It's also done during other sex rituals. That's why Jim Carrey is doing this symbol and sticking his tongue out the middle of it. This is him referring to the sex magic knowledge. Now, it's very important that he brought up the death of Jesus at 33 and the human spine having 33 vertebrae. This is what they see Christ as, a teacher who taught them how to do a sex ritual that would allow them to transcend and escape the prison world and enter the higher spiritual world. I know this all sounds crazy. Believe me, I thought the same thing. But after all the books and all the research I have done, this is truly what they believe. Now, like I said, I can go really deep into this because I've spent years researching this, and I have put my knowledge and understanding into a video. But unfortunately, I can't do it here on YouTube. The truth of the matter is, Jim Carrey is an occultist, not a Christian. While he's pretending to be a Christian, he is really a Christian Gnostic who believes he's enlightened. All of this is just the doctrine of the devil, a whole new way the devil was able to trick man using man's desires for being God. The same desires that got Adam and Eve removed from the garden. The devil has been exploiting these desires since the very beginning. The secret societies keep this forbidden knowledge about enlightenment at the top of their pyramid. They think the general public is too dumb to understand it. They literally refer to the uninitiated as the profane. They think we need to be herded like animals because we can't escape our animalistic thinking. While they believe they have fully transcended and are gods walking on earth, they believe that because they follow this forbidden knowledge and use it. And they think that it gives them the right to enslave society and use society however they see fit. Jim Carrey isn't on our side. He is definitely one of them. And it's the reason he is still doing big Hollywood movies to this very day. Masonry and Gnosticism are the religions of Hollywood. All these massive celebrities take the same oath and believe in this nonsense. They're all used to manipulate the masses. I want you guys to be aware of these wolves in sheep's clothing. In the last few years, we have seen so many celebrities pretending to be Christian. They build up a Christian audience and then take advantage of them. Sadly, us Christians are extremely vulnerable to these wolves. All they have to do is pretend, and we let them right in. Then we get bamboozled, and people point at us and call us dumb. We are not dumb. We are just too trusting too quickly. The Bible warns us of these wolves in sheep's clothing, so we have to keep our guards up. That doesn't necessarily mean to push people away who claim to be Christian, but it does mean that we should examine them and see if they really are genuine. With Jim Carrey, I was able to determine that he's an occultist like all the rest. He basically confirmed this in this video. Now we have to remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake. We must also remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, that's it for this video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.